This is Megan with the Disney Sisters Trio, here to teach you how to play the board game Villainous. Villainous is a game where you play as the Disney villain against other Disney villains, and you try to manipulate the situation. This is the starter pack. It comes with 6 different characters. There's an instruction booklet for each character and a key card that tells you all the different symbols on the board. I will tell you what each one represents. The circle at the top, I know it's hard to see, my camera has issues. You gain power, and then there's a card, rectangle of the triangles, a play a card, and then it's activation, and then there's fate, move an item or an ally, move a hero, vanquish, and discard cards. You will see why this matters in a moment. These are what the boards look like. It will have 4 different sections to it, each one with one of the 4 symbols that I showed you. Sometimes there are times they only have 3, like here. Those are where the 4 are. Okay, so right here is where it tells you the objective of each villain. Each villain has their own objective. Prince John's is to gain 20 power. Okay, this is called the villain deck, and this is referred to as the fate deck. You see the villain deck, there have a number at the top. That is how much power you have to play to use it. And the hero deck, or the fate deck, has heroes in it, and at the bottom you'll see a number that shows you how strong that hero is. In this case, it's a 3. These are the power. You gain them on certain squares on your villain board in your area. These are the game pieces. Each one is unique to the character. This is Prince John's crown. I guess it's his mother's crown if you've seen the movie. Anyway, we'll set it up. We have Anakin once again with me playing the Queen of Hearts, and I will be showing you how to play Prince John. So first you start out by separating the 2 decks, like so. You put one on the left, the villain deck on the left, and the fate cards on the right. When you discard a card, you place them underneath the respective decks. Alright, so I'm going first, so that means Anakin gets one power token. So first, everyone draws 4, you shuffle your deck first. I've said that word a lot. And after it's done being shuffled, you draw 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. This will be your hand. You always have a limit of 4, unless a certain card allows you to have more. So you see there is the price at the top, and that one is free. They will have stuff that is free. We'll draw 4 for Anakin. There are his 4. I forgot to mention allies. They are going to help you defeat the heroes. The Queen of Hearts' objective is to turn 4 card guards into wickets. Alright, let's zoom in a bit here. There's the objective once more on the board. And you have to gain 20 power in order to win. Okay, so everyone starts on this first square. And you can move anywhere you want on the board. You don't have to move in order, as a lot of people I've played with seem to think. You can go anywhere you want to go. So we're going to move to the 3rd location. And you can see here I'm going to gain 2 power. I can play 2 cards, and I can move an ally or an item. So first thing I do is gain 2. You can do these in any order you want, but I want to get 2 power first so I can play my cards. If I want to play a card, that is. You don't have to. And I'll go more in depth with each character in another video. So I'm going to look at my cards, see if I can play any of them. And I can, but I think I'm going to hold off for now. When you play a card, you put them down at the bottom there, if it's from your villain deck. So now we are going to shift over to Anakin's turn. Alright. So he's going to move to this square and gain 3 power, because that is what his board says. And we're going to look at the cards, and he has these 2 cards here that he could pay 5 for. And you see at the bottom it says they are, this one's an effect and this one is an ally. An effect is a one-time use card. An ally stays with you. But we're just going to play for both of them, and then I realize, oh, that's not effective right now. So I'm just going to play the ally card. I need to stick it right there in the first section. It says here I can play 2 cards, but I only have enough tokens for 1 card. So I can also activate it. So I'm going to pay to activate it, which is turning it sideways, which is making it a wicket. Because the Queen of Hearts is going to play croquet, of course. And since I'm down 1 card, I'm going to draw a 4th. Now it's back over to Prince John's turn. First thing you do is move your token. I'm going to move it over to this section here, where I can gain 3 power. And then I can play 1 card in this location or discard. I'm going to pay to play one of my cards. It is Trigger. He is an ally, so he can help me fight any heroes that come, and I'm going to stick him right there. And then I'm going to draw back up to 4 once more. Alright, now we're going back over to Anakin's turn. Anakin is going to move to a location that has a fate symbol on it. He wants to fate me to try to prevent my progression. So first he's going to gain a power. Again, you can do these in any order. I always like to take power first so I don't forget to do it later. But if you don't want to take any power, you don't have to. It's all by choice. So we are going to pay to play this 1 card here. He is the King of Hearts, who's another ally. And then we are going to do the fate. That is the white cards over here. You take the top 2, but I want to fate, your opponent, so I'm going to put those back because I forgot that. Anyway, you take the top 2 of your opponent's deck, and then you play one of them, unless the card says otherwise. Sometimes they are useful at the start, and sometimes they're not. This is a hero, and is Friar Tuck. We are going to put him on the top of the board, covering the top 2 circles. We're going to put him right there, and I can no longer use those 2 circles if I so choose to land on that space. So those are now gone from my play until I get rid of him. And his card says that I can't move him into prison. Each card will say something different. Each hero card will. Alright. I forgot. And then he's going to draw his card to have up to 4 once again. Alright, now it is back to Prince John, or my turn. So I'm going to move to this location, gain a power. And I finally have a card that I can play that would be helpful to me. And it costs 0 power. Before I play that, I'm going to Fate Anakin. And blocking off one of his selections up here. And then I play a free card and I gained a power. Alright, so we're going to skip ahead, pretend like we've progressed the game more. As you can see, Prince John has almost the 20 power that he needs to win. And Anakin has all 4 of his wickets. So I'm going to move over here so I can fight off this hero with Trigger. So first I have to move him with the move card action, and then Trigger is stronger than Friar Tuck, so I can actually defeat him. And that is basically the game. He's trying to get closer to your objective. And now that I moved him, I can once again play all 4 sections. If I was on that location, I could play them immediately. Since I'm not, I have to wait till I move there. Alright, so we're now at the end game. So far, I have 20, and I could win on my turn, but we'll see if Anakin once again gets lucky and can beat me with this take a shot. He has to draw 5 cards. I drew 4. It's supposed to be 5. To be higher total than all of the number of card guards that he has. And so once again, Anakin has beat me at this game. This is just a really rough rundown of Villainous. It is a lot more in-depth. It is pretty easy to understand, but each character has their own objectives. And it can be a lot of fun. So I'm going to take a hero and go more in-depth with them. Oh, I forgot to mention, if you happen to run out of the deck, you just shuffle them again, and then you draw from there. And same with the Fate. If the Fate run out, you just shuffle those back in, and you get to do it all over again. So yes, if you're playing Ursula and you've defeated Ariel and the Fate deck runs out, you can once again play Ariel, and Ariel for Ursula is terrible, just ask my oldest daughter. And that, as I said earlier, is Villainous. I hope it helps you understand the rules a little more. I will go more in depth later with each character. This is what it would look like if you were having all players set up. There's Ursula over there with Iron Man. And then we have Jafar with Buzz Lightyear. Dory this time is going to play Prince John, who is the easiest in the game. There's Maleficent with Han Solo. And then we have Captain Hook with Randall Boggs. And then, of course, the Queen of Hearts. For beginners, Prince John is the easiest character, so you should definitely use him first. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.